Okay, well, look at this section here, or this example here, rather. And the exponent law we left off with, number 6 there, says that when I have two powers multiplied by each other, the exponent, and they're both raised to the same power, the exponent applies to both. In other words, I can rewrite this as 4 to the power of 3, all to the power of 3, times 5 to the power of 2, all to the power of 3. So this 3 is the exponent for that and that. Okay, so we're kind of doing a lot of things, kind of big combinations of operations going on here. So pretty easy to get lost. So just take things one step at a time. So now I have a power of a power. So I'm going to multiply my exponents, 4 to the power of 9, and multiply exponents here as well, times 5 to the power of 6. Okay, and now just to convince yourself that you've done that right, you can do it on your calculator and work it out both ways and see that it works. So for example, 4 to the power of 3 times 5 squared is equal to 1600. And if you cube that, whoa, that's supposed to be an arrow and it sucked. If you cube that, you get this very large number, 4,096,000,000. Okay. Likewise, if you do all the operations I told you to do, you end up with 4 to the power of 9 times 5 to the power of 6. And if you calculate that on your calculator, you get the same answer. Ta-da! So it does work even though you don't really understand what you just did, but you did it. And that's all that's important. Okay, let's try another example here. Okay, wow, this one looks scary. And I'm really kind of going maybe a little bit further than you need to go. But just because we can do this, and if we break it down step by step, I'm going to walk you through this one. Okay? So first of all, remember that when you have a power of a fraction like this, that 4 is the exponent for both the numerator and the denominator. So it's m to the power of 3 times n to the power of, well, just 1, all to the power of 4. And of course, if you want to pause the video and work it on your own and compare answers in a second, by all means do that. Give it a shot. The denominator, is m to the power of, well, 1 times n squared all to the power of 4. So I'm just using that one exponent law that I gave you at the beginning. Okay? Now, when I have two powers all multiplied together and raised to another power, we know that this 4, for example, I'm going to multiply that into the other exponents. So this is going to be on the numerator there. M to the power of 4 times 3 is 12, times n to the power of 4 times 1 is 4. Okay, and likewise on the bottom, this is m to the power of 4 times n to the power of 8. Okay, and notice I'm not multiplying my powers together because they have different bases. We only multiply them together when they have the same base. But you'll notice that I have an m on the top and the bottom as well as an n. Okay, and so I'm going to actually split this rational expression up into two separate fractions. In other words, make it like this: m to the power of 12 divided by m to the power of 4 times n to the power of 4 over n to the power of 8. And it means the same thing. I've just split it up into two different parts that I can handle. And now I can just use my division exponent law. 12 minus 4 is 8. And 4 minus 8 is negative 4. And so there's the answer you would get for that one there. I know that's a tricky one, but I just wanted to show that it is possible, even with scary looking ones. It doesn't change things. If you just take it step by step, it still works. So here's one more example for you, and I want you to bring this to class. Okay, so go ahead and write down this example and write down your answer. Bring that to class, and Mrs. Armitage is going to go over that first thing. How about I give you one other one as well? So there's another one there for you to try. Okay, and like I said, bring those to class, and Mrs. Armitage will do those for you, and then you'll have some time to work on some homework. And then it'll be a long weekend, and I won't see you for a really long time. Oh, okay, get your homework done.